All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again with another live stream, bringing you the latest in Chelsea transfer news and Chelsea news. Yeah, man, another day, and here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are talking about all the shenanigans that's taking place in regards to Romelu Lukaku, Dušan Vlahović. Yesterday's stream was a mad one. I had so many messages off the back of that. A few people telling me they're watching the stream for the third time on repeat. They couldn't stop laughing at all the energy and how I was responding to a few individuals. Look, don't take it to heart. To all of those people, at the end of the day, we're all Chelsea fans, and sometimes it gets a bit heated. Sometimes it gets very, very. It gets quite funny as well, I suppose. It is entertainment business at the end of the day. So yeah, don't take it to heart. I definitely will try my best not to take it to heart, but it's good. It's good to have different messages on the comment sections to create a discussion, to create a conversation. So look, we're going to continue on with all of that today. Romelu Lukaku, man, this guy, do you know what? I would love to one day, I don't know, just spend a day with Romelu Lukaku. I just want to see what type of a man he is. This guy, my God, the stuff he said about Chelsea when he joined us, unfinished business. It was his childhood club, this, that, the other. And the way he absolutely sabotaged us, snaked on us. Ruthless behavior. He don't care. Romelu Lukaku do not care. Romelu Lukaku, he's the kind of guy, honestly, you'd be scared to go out with in the club or out in the bar. Like if you get in trouble, and you're in a fight, you're about to get in a fight because there's a bit of a scuffle that happened. Do you know what I mean? Someone bothered you, you want to take them on, and you see that they've got a few more people, they've got 2-3 numbers, and you look around, you go, Big Rom, where are you? Big Rom's done a runner. Big Rom's gone. He's out of action. He's left you all by yourself to be rushed by 3 or 4 men out there. So I feel like Romelu Lukaku is that type of an individual, man. He'll just leave you dry. He'll leave you, yeah, man. He don't care. He don't care about your feelings. He'll say whatever he needs to say. This guy, how did he go from Inter Milan, liking Inter Milan so much, being in love with Inter Milan so much, to apparently he's got 3+ 1 year contract agreed with Juventus? This guy is a joke, man. I mean, after Juventus fans last season racially abused him as well, and him taking, a stance against their fans, now he's got a 3+ 1 year contract. That's quite amazing, man. That's quite amazing. But yeah, big up to each and every one of you guys. After 3.5 minutes plus almost 4 minutes, we've got 215 people in the building. Smash the like button. Let's pick up those likes to 200 immediately. We're going to have a lot of fun, just like yesterday, just like every other day. We're going to have fun. So smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Let's race towards 27,000 subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a mammoth ride in the last few months. The growth has been immense. So let's continue with that. And let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation about all of this. Fakar Hussein is saying 3+ 1 being abused by Juve fans. Yeah, it's quite mad. Shubra in the house. Good to see you. I won't be surprised if he snakes Juve after completing his medical. Hey, if anything, that's probably what we expect. If you're not expecting that by now, then there's something wrong with you. In about 6 months to 12 months' time, you best believe he's snaking on Juventus as well. How Juventus? Aren't Juventus scared? Like when you know that a particular individual has such a bad track record, how you like wanting to engage with that individual? But Juventus got bad track record as well. They're as toxic, they're as corrupted as it comes. Juventus, yeah, I mean, I think Juventus, they're out of Europe. Was it Europe or conference? I think Juventus are out of conference league. Or am I thinking someone else? But anyway, Juventus, they got a lot of corruption within their club. And maybe this is a match made in heaven. Maybe this is a match made in heaven. Mike, today, Miz, my mind is on Dortmund game. There's not going to be any news, just Axel Disasi unveiling. Yeah, look, we'll talk a bit about the Dortmund game. Of course, we'll do the watch along. I'm not doing any previews for this game because they're pre-season games, and none of the previews will make sense because we want a certain team, but obviously we're going to see a whole heap of mix and match. And obviously it's all about fitness, it's all about match sharpness, so it's better to have the watch along and then the review after that. I think it's much better. Obviously we can touch on that particular game, but once the Premier League season starts, obviously we're going to start doing the previews and whatnot and at a great detail. This is the latest, ladies and gentlemen, in regards to Dušan Vlahović. Do you know what? Obviously, we had a lot of fun yesterday in the live stream, and you know, it was a bit chaotic to say the least. But I watched Matisse's latest video, which we dropped yesterday in regards to this topic. And you know what? If you guys have not caught that particular video, check that video out. Matisse's latest video in regards to Dušan Vlahović. He absolutely nailed every single point very eloquently, and he organized his whole argument in the most perfect manner. I didn't even know that Dušan Vlahović actually has some form of injury concerns in regards to his groin area. Like for the last 12 months, that groin area has been flaring up massively, and that is a bit of a concern. And this is the latest in regards to that. Dušan Vlahovic's physical fragility in the abductor muscles, pubalgia, I hope I pronounce that. Is that pronounced as pubalgia or pubalgia? Poses a problem and has given rise to fear in Italy, linked to a risk of failure at the medical examination should he leave Juventus. Romelu Lukaku has agreed a 3+1 year contract with Juventus. Well, there you go. He is ready to move to Juventus, Romelu Lukaku. So we're desperate to let him go. So it looks like we're trying our level best to find some sort of agreement here, but Juventus are asking for a hell of a lot of money. So we'll talk about the Romelu Lukaku situation down the track. 3+1 year. It is what it is. But Dušan Vlahović, ladies and gentlemen, first issue, this injury sort of concern, physical fragility around the groin area. And I was just doing a bit of research. I'm just going to bring this out before we go to the next particular news on this. Let me just bring this out. All right, let's have a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. 22-23 groin strain, June 12th to June 26th. So not that long, but 14 days. Still, there's a groin strain. 5 problems, 5 days, May 25th, 2023. Distortion of the ankle, pubalgia. There we go again, pubalgia. That's the issue that's come up. 51 days, December 3rd to 2024. Abductor problems, which is in the same sort of vicinity. 24th of October, 22 days. And again, pubalgia, 21, 22, 31 days. So the recent, you can look at it probably, so May 30th, 2022. So for the past 12 months plus, this guy has a bit of an issue. He has a bit of an issue. Let's see what you guys are talking about this. Looks like the first bid Chelsea did for Dušan Vlahović is 50 million, while Juve won 40 million. So we'll get to the price. And the price is a bit of an issue as well. Please, let's just sell him cheap. Just can't be bothered anymore because I don't want Vlahović. Fair enough. Lukaku plus 25 is max for me. Yeah, and that is probably what Chelsea's trying to look at. I think Juventus won about 40 million euros, which is about 35 million pounds. which when you think about it, we slapped a price tag of 40 million euros or 40 million pounds on Romelu Lukaku, and they won 35 on top, which makes me think that, well, you value the player at 75 million pounds. I mean, is Vlahovic worth 75 million pounds, ladies and gentlemen? Is Vlahovic worth 75 million pounds? He's always in and out. That's the problem. There you go. Injuries are the biggest stats. We should not go for him. King is Miz, can you believe that that day Inter fans said if Lukaku would join Juve, and Lukaku said no, he won't, and now he's definitely going. It might be good for our club, but at the end of the day, Lukaku's words are venom. Yeah, man, that video literally just dropped a couple of days ago, and the rumors about him joining Juventus literally happened about 2 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago. So that video most likely is not too long ago. With that injury record, no, yeah, it's a concern. Whether some of you guys who are so pro Vlahovic, and I respect you guys, no problems, but this has to be a bit of a concern for you. That growing area is a massive concern. Can he handle the pressures of the Premier League, where it's going to be even more difficult? Do you know what I mean? Something to think about. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Rather get Tony for that stupid amount. Exactly. 75 million. 75 million. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Is Vlahovic worth 75 million? Big ones. Juve is just trying to get back their money they paid for Vlahovic. Yeah, absolutely. But and the other thing, why are they getting rid of Vlahovic? I don't understand. Why are they getting rid of Vlahovic? And why aren't more clubs after Vlahovic? That also I don't understand. Are they worried about the injuries? Are they worried about the price tag? What is going on here? Why are Juventus letting go of such a letting go of such a good striker by some of your accounts that you guys are saying? So let's see. Fear, Miz, you need to put Vlahovic through your just routines to fix his groin. Yeah, fair enough, man. I would rather sign Wahi and keep him for Jackson's competition. See, there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. My boy has come to the rescue with some proper conversation. See, Matisse recently talked about Scamacca. Right, and I don't mind that. I think there is a good player in Scamacca. It's just obviously West Ham didn't know how to deploy him. The reason why I like this talk from Shubra is because they're both young and they both get an equal opportunity to have a go at this spot, the striker spot. Now, I'm not saying don't create immense competition. Of course, create it. But right now, from the preseason we've seen, I think a lot of you guys will have to agree. From what we've seen of Nicholas Jackson, you want to give him an opportunity. Of course, he's showing great quality in all facets of the game. It would be a massive injustice if you now shaft him away because you're bringing in Vlahovic, who you're paying more. So whether we like it or not, it works. Don't worry about football. In any organization, people that earn more than you, they are more responsible. They're more responsible. Now, they may not be good as you, but in the pyramid structure, they are more responsible because they're earning more money. It's just a natural part of life. My manager earns more than me. It's going to be more responsible. Do you know what I mean? I have 10 colleagues in my team. Not every one of us are earning the same amount of money. Some are earning more, some are earning mid-range, some are earning lower. The ones earning more are more responsible of a lot of other things. So bringing in someone like Vlahovic and then you're hoping that he's just going to sit in the bench, that ain't going to happen. So it doesn't create a fair competition, in my opinion. So anyway, that's just a bit of that. And the price tag of 75 million, the Juventus won 35 million on top, and we value Lukaku at 40. So I think it would have been nice if it was just straight swap. Vlahovic is same money as Romelu Lukaku, 40 million. You want to get rid of Vlahovic as well. So, we want to get rid of Lukaku. You want to get rid of Vlahovic. Let's just do a straight cut and get it over and done with. Dušan Vlahović is not willing to leave Juventus to date. He's not open to joining Chelsea. He wants to stay at Juventus to prove himself. This is coming from this particular brother, Giovanni Albanese, via Forza Juve. So, look, how much you want to believe that, it's up to you. Juventus coach Allegri on Romelu Lukaku and Dušan Vlahović swap. I'm happy with the players we have, but impossible to refuse. Bids will be evaluated due to the financial situation. I will adapt to the club's choice as always. So, I don't know. It looks like Juventus are setting up to rob us. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it kind of feels to me that they're not really looking to sell Vlahovic because, they probably rate the guy. But because of the financial issues that they have, if a big bid comes in, then they will let go of Dušan Vlahović. Of course, they want to also have a replacement in line, and which in this case is Romelu Lukaku. They see an opportunity because we want to get rid of Romelu Lukaku desperately. So they think that they can get Romelu Lukaku at a very, very cheap price. And they feel that Dušan Vlahović is a particular striker that is somewhat in demand, more specifically from us, and they think they can rob us. These Italian clubs, man. Italian job. It's true. This is what happens in real life. If if you've seen the movie, like they absolutely rob you. They absolutely rob you. So the only way I think this is going to happen, and apparently club to club are not really talking. There's a lot of intermediaries that are having a conversation because it seems like a lot of the focus is obviously on Caicedo. And we'll get to some Caicedo news down the track. The intermediaries are the ones that are having a conversation to make this happen. The valuations are far apart from each other. We want something, as Shubra said earlier, probably around 20-25 million pounds, and Juventus want about 35 million plus 40 as well. That was being quoted, and which to me is just ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, Juventus are waiting for Chelsea to decide if they want to do the Dušan Vlahović, Romelu Lukaku plus 40 million euros swap deal. Juventus feel they can be strong because Lukaku has already said yes to them, but Chelsea must decide. So look, one good part about all of this is Lukaku has said yes. So we shouldn't get any more dramas from Romelu Lukaku. It's just a matter of how badly do we want Vlahovic? How badly do we want him? You best believe Pochettino's initial choice was Lautaro Martinez. I have no doubts about that. I have no doubts Pochettino's initial selection was Lautaro Martinez. Even Lautaro Martinez, I'm not convinced. But anyway, that was Pochettino's first selection. I think there's only one member, because Fabrizio Romano keeps saying there's a member in Chelsea hierarchy that is absolutely excited about Vlahovic. But not everyone else is. Not everyone else is. So how much do we really want Vlahovic? If we really wanted him all along, why is this conversation happening so late? Why are we talking about Eli Wahi? Why are we talking about, a whole heap of other, why did we even get Nicholas Jackson from the get-go? So I get the feeling Vlahovic wasn't really in the mind. If it was really in the mind, then we'd be talking about it from a long time back. Ivan Toney, however, I think was in Chelsea's mind for a long time. Even now, even after the suspension, even after the suspension that Ivan Toney has got, even now, Chelsea are somewhat contemplating going after him in January. So, I just don't... I don't know. I don't know how much Chelsea really want him. Maybe Chelsea are okay to get him for a heavily discounted price. If not, I think Chelsea will just move on. Because does Vlahovic really want to come to Chelsea, or he just coming because he has no choice? That's the other factor. Do we know? Has he always wanted? I think Vlahovic probably wanted to go to PSG, but there was a lot of backlash. PSG fans did not want Vlahovic one bit. So I think, PSG fans PSG quickly moved away from that. So yeah, how much does Vlahovic want to join Chelsea? I don't know. Man. Um, it seems like this is very much forced. Roby is saying this: if we don't do this trade, how do we get rid of Lukaku, which is the primary agenda? No, true talk. It is a problem. You're right, and I'm not going to hide away from this. It does make me happy that he's got personal terms. Seems like agreed with Juventus, 3+1 year contract done. I would have loved it if we were able to force this guy to Saudi Arabia. Why can't we corner this guy? Why can't we corner Romelu Lukaku the way he cornered us? Let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, Romelu Lukaku absolutely cornered us to the point where we had to send him away on loan to Inter Milan. Since that infamous interview, he never seemed interested at Chelsea. He couldn't care less. He was never interested. Every performance was pathetic, one pathetic show after another. He cornered us. Then he went on the loan. Then after the loan, look at all the stuff that he's doing now. He's still cornering us. Why can't we corner him back? Why can't we corner Lukaku back? He is our player. We own Romelu Lukaku. He don't own us. Romelu Lukaku is acting as if he owns us. Why can't we keep saying to Romelu Lukaku, hey, brother, no deal for you if it's not within our terms. We are not going to bend over backwards and pay Juventus whatever they want. Happy to pay about 20, 25 million on top of your sale. But if they want 35 and 40, this, that, the other, no. We even almost agreed the deal with Inter Milan. 40 million pounds was almost agreed with Inter Milan. Inter Milan was trying to call Romelu Lukaku, and Romelu Lukaku went missing. He stopped picking up Lautaro Martinez's phone call. He stopped picking up Simone Inzaghi's phone call. He stopped picking up their owner's phone call and everyone. Romelu Lukaku, he's the one who's been a bit of a douchebag in all of this. So why can't we corner him? Why can't we say, look, you're going nowhere and you're definitely not playing for Chelsea. We've got Saudi Arabia bid ready. Saudis are paying us 40 million pounds guaranteed. You're going there. Why can't we do that? Why not? I said, why don't we just drag it out and refuse that Juve proposal, because Lukaku is desperate to play to make Euros. At the end of the summer, he'll only have the Saudi option and have no choice. Now, absolutely. That's how I look at it. That's exactly how I look at it. All right. Juventus and Chelsea will soon be in contact over Dušan Vlahović, Romelu Lukaku exchange. Juve have started with a request of 50 million euros with the aim of closing at least 40 million euros. But Chelsea have started low, and it will take a lot of work among the intermediaries to meet each other to try to close. So, yeah, I don't think honestly, I hope Chelsea don't bend over backwards. We need to hold firm like we've done all throughout this window, and we've been very, very good. Romelu Lukaku has also agreed personal terms with Juventus. So, yeah, that is in regards to that. Let's see some of your comments now, ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to the next topic. Amiz, subject Vlahovic to a thorough medical before going ahead with the deal. Yeah, of course. We're going to have to test out that groin, man. Like, what's going on? Are you actually going to break down, or are you fit? You were just recently injured. So what's going on? I don't know. I don't know whether he's actually been even playing. Has Vlahovic been featuring in the preseason? Let me have a look at this. Juventus fixtures. I highly doubt Vlahovic would be featuring. Juventus recently played Milan. Let's have a look. No Vlahovic there. No Vlahovic at all in the recent game. No Vlahovic. What about? And then they only had one match so far. They've only had one match, so who knows? Maybe they'll play soon. Sid, I think a deal happens before player comes back from US because Poch doesn't want him in the building. Yeah, he needs to go, but in our terms as well. Chelsea doesn't need an expensive striker. We just need a sharp striker like Wahi or Tony to work with Jackson and Nkunku. Don't forget, Nkunku is versatile. This is what I've been saying all along. People forget, like, Nkunku will be used as a striker every now and then. Not every time, not regularly, but occasionally there will be matches where we will see Nkunku up front and Nicholas Jackson coming off the bench. That's how it works out. So people are forgetting that. And this is what I've been saying. Just have Armando Broja in the backup. Let him recuperate and let him just get those odd minutes off the bench. If we truly think he's still recovering, he's not up for it, we want to send him out on a loan, no problems. But if you got out-and-out striker as Nicholas Jackson, and then you also can use Nkunku as bits and pieces here and there as a striker, there will be matches where you're going to do that. You might as well have Armando Broja and you try and get him up to speed. That was my outlook. But a lot of people think, oh, now I'm talking like Spurs, I'm talking like Arsenal mentality. Like as if we haven't bought players previously. Like as if we haven't tried the avenue of buying players left, right, and center, and we still came 12th. We tried buying a lot of superstars, and it didn't work out for us. So people need to understand it's not just about buying. Don't solve everything. Buying will not solve everything. You're gonna have to coach. You're gonna have to come up with good strategies. Because if it was just about buying, just buy the best players. Buy the best players, and you're gonna be just guaranteed winning the league and winning the Champions League and winning everything. It doesn't work like that. Simple as that. Faxmiz, why should we bend over backwards for this guy if he wants to go to Saudi? If he doesn't want to go to Saudi, he trains with under 23s. Absolutely agreed. Chelsea till I die. Miz, we can't have all development players in the striker position. We already have Jackson, who is still developing. We need a class player like Vlahovic. Okay. You want a class player like Vlahovic. You want someone who's got a little bit more experience in the European level. No problems. But is it at any cost, Chelsea till I die? Like absolutely any cost? Do you want Chelsea to just pay whatever Juventus is asking? Like, give me some more sort of stipulations as to why you would want this and how you would want this. So yeah, give me some of that. And do you think bringing in someone like Vlahovic, the way you're commenting here, it kind of sounds like you'll start Vlahovic ahead of Nicholas Jackson. Is that your outlook as well? Let me know about that. Finally, someone talking sense. Lukaku got to realize he's our player, not Chelsea belonging to Lukaku. If we want to play at the Euros, tough. I couldn't care less. Now, yeah, why should I care? Why should we care what he wants to do in life? He didn't care about us. I'm just thinking of Broja goes on loan. Jackson goes to AFCON. We probably might be light, though, and Nkunku can play up front. But the fact of Lukaku is in the squad just haunts me. Yeah, I know. We're all scarred. We're all scarred with the Lukaku situation. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea are desperate to sell. Okay, there's a little bit more in regards to Lukaku. Chelsea are desperate to sell Lukaku, even more so than Juve are to sell Vlahovic. So apparently, we are just so desperate that we just want to get rid of him. And seems like we found ourselves a bit of a situation where we can do that with Juventus, but Juventus want to also let go of Vlahovic. Yeah, I just don't think it's a good reason to get into business like that. Just because we desperately want to get rid of Romelu Lukaku, we are accepting this whole Vlahovic swap. There should be greater meaning to getting a particular player than just to get rid of one of your player. So It is what it is. All right. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Moises Caicedo has admitted to guests at the Brighton 2022-23 awards evening that he wants to leave this summer. It was claimed by one of the guests that the 21-year-old didn't hold anything back about his desire to depart on a permanent deal. So, you know what I don't get, ladies and gentlemen? He's going around telling everyone he wants to leave. He's even going around telling Brighton fans in an award ceremony that he wants to leave, but he doesn't want to kick up any fuss. He's not going to, skip training. He's not going to go on strike. He's not going to protest. He's not going to, get angry with the Brighton hierarchy saying, hey, you promised me that you're going to let me go in summer. I wanted to go out in January, and I said that you're going to get a club record fee because of me. Yeah, I thank you for giving me the opportunity I thank you for giving me the opportunity to come into the Premier League and really showcase my talent, no problems. But in return, you're getting a club record fee. And you promised that you're going to let me go in summer. If I'm Caicedo, I'm pushing Brighton hierarchies to the maximum because I feel like we have tabled, I think the last bid that was rejected, 80 million big pounds. Guaranteed money has been rejected. If I'm Caicedo, I'm telling Brighton that Chelsea have given you a very reasonable offer. So what is the problem? But Caicedo wants to go around talking all of this stuff. He admitted to guests that he wants to leave, but he doesn't want to kick up a fuss. He wants to continue on. He wants to play. He seems, smiley when he's playing. He's signing, autographs, this, that, the other. You got to force the issue, my brother. You got to force the issue. I think Caicedo knows that he's going to leave eventually. He knows Chelsea will pay for him. If he thought Chelsea would abort, he would make noise. He did the same in January. Look, don't get too sure. I don't think Chelsea will get to that 100 million. I think the final fifth bid will come, and it will probably be 85 million guaranteed. After that, that's it. That's case closed if it happens or not. So, we'll see. We've already started talking about alternatives with Edson Alvarez, with Romelu Lavia, although Romelu Lavia, I think he's going to be a Liverpool player. So, as much as we want to talk about that, unless there's a miraculous hijack that happens right at the end, I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. And now the whole talk about Robert Sanchez as well, the goalkeeper of Brighton. Could we potentially do a package deal? I think some latest news that was popping up. Let's have a look. I think PYS tweeted something latest 58 minutes ago. There's a possibility that Sanchez and Caicedo could be included in the same amount, a total package, even though they are two separate negotiations. So, I don't know. Maybe the Robert Sanchez deal. Yeah, can we look at it in a package? Can we do 100 mil? All right. Brighton will give you the 100 million, but you also throw in Robert Sanchez. 100 million for Caicedo, but you throw in Robert Sanchez as well. Can we do that? I'm pretty certain Brighton will try and rob us again. Brighton will try and rob us again for Robert Sanchez as well. Man, tired of dealing with Brighton, man. Never again. Honestly, never again with Brighton and never again with any of these Italian clubs. Paul Winstanley, Lawrence Stewart, and Maurizio Pochettino did incredible work telling Colwell about the project. They believe he has to be one of the faces of Chelsea project to win trophies. He's also the face of Cobham. I love it, man. The word is he has signed a 6-year contract, I believe, Lewa Colwell, which is great news for all of us. And I hope he leaves a legacy at Chelsea Football Club. So yeah. All right, let's see what you guys are saying before we wrap things up. Nearly 600 people live right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the likes up to 400 at least. We've got 128 likes. I think we can do a lot better. If you're here for the first time as well, subscribe. Let's race towards 27,000 subscribers. So we're nearly 600 people live right now, which is incredible. So let's get there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's smash the like button, get it up to 400 immediately. Fakar is saying 110 million for both Caicedo and Sanchez. Yunus said Brighton has to pay 20% of the fee to Caicedo previous clubs. That's why they are asking for 100 million. Okay, no problems. Just give us Sanchez as well. Throw in Sanchez. 110 million for both should be fair. 90 for Caicedo, 20 for Robert Sanchez. I don't want to pay 110, man. 100. These guys, honestly, the profit that Brighton has made out of us. Can someone calculate in the live chat if you've got, some quick, if you've got like a calculator next to you, or if you got a mobile phone calculator, just please calculate how much money have we already given to Brighton, from Tariq Lamptey to Graham Potter to Cucurella to now with all of this shenanigans that's happening. Edison, I don't like the idea of using a false 9. It didn't work for us over the past season with Cage, so let's not even try that again. And Nkunku is an 8 or 10. That's where he's best. Look, predominantly he'll be used as an 8 or a 10, okay? But there will be times where he may be deployed as a 9. Not always, but in certain cases, he will be used in that manner. Yeah. And then we need a number 2 goalkeeper. Slolina, not good enough right now. So Sanchez is not bad. And if he gets us Caicedo as well, it's great. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Slolina is definitely not ready. Grant, I think we'll go to 90 million, but it's our own fault with the whole way we went about this deal. Brighton have 20% sell on Caicedo, so why don't we try something there since we're after Sanchez as well? Now, fair. Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens. 82.5, 20 for Potter, 62.5 for Cucurella. We sold Lamptey. We didn't buy. So yeah, 82.5, 20 for Potter and 62. Plus add all of this other stuff, another 100 million, which is crazy. Yeah. Fair enough, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. Dylan, Vlahovic had a better season than Højlund this season, and it was a bad season for him. Yeah. All right, we're going to wrap things up. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Next up, I'm going to drop a video wrapping up the day's news, roughly around 8:30 p.m. UK time. So do look out for that. 8:39. And then after that, obviously, 1:30 a.m. UK, we'll do the watch along. Definitely be there for the watch along for the Dortmund game. And then after that, I'll drop the review as well. So a lot of content coming your way. Until next time, everyone, take care. See ya.